Hello everyone, this is Mr. J and I'm here to describe to you the Richet scale. Most importantly, the characters. And we are talking about the Richet scale. The Richet scale is what I use to grade movies here and on my podcast. Today we're going to be talking about characters and character development. Remember that, character development. So, if you have a score of 1, that means you are talking like a robot. There is no character development. Everyone was the same from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie, kind of like this one. Giving a 2 for characters means that the acting was weak. You got through the movie. You don't want to toss the movie in the trash, but the acting was weak and didn't really help the movie. Kind of like this one. 3, once again, middle of the road. 3 is usually the average, giving something a C. Kind of like this movie. 4, the score of 4 is like, it was right there. It's in my face. I loved it. I love this movie. I love the acting. I love the character development. The twists and everything. You got into it, but it's not quite Academy Award material. Kind of like this movie. And finally, 5. A score of 5. Bring out the Oscars. There's nothing that could be said to take the joy away from this, from the acting, from the character development. Kind of like this movie. And if you argue with me, hey, that's on you. But this is my example. So with characters, it's not just the acting, but also the character development. So keep that in mind when using the Richet scale for yourself. Next week, we're going to be talking about appearance. So, that being said, on to our regularly scheduled program. Bye. Hello, viewers, and welcome back to Mr. J's Big Book of Movies. Today, we're going to go back in time, chasing that rainbow, way back to a time when you could hitchhike, bus, or yellow Cabbit. Cabbit? Yeah, we're talking about the Muppet Movie. The Muppet Movie, and when I say The Muppet Movie, I'm talking about THE Muppet Movie. The Muppet Movie was released June 22nd, 1979, and ever since has left a positive influence in kids' hearts, adults' hearts, and adults that were once kids' hearts. It's an awesome movie. But let's see how it stacks up to the challenge. Starting with the rewatch factor, I feel the Muppet Movie is a perfect TV movie. I mean, I don't feel that there's anything that could be taken out of the movie that would actually ruin the influence of it. Like, you'll be able to enjoy it head on. It may be dated, but keep in mind, this is supposed to be the origin of the Muppets. So the fact that it's not modern time, the fact that he's driving a Studebaker, the fact that it looks like it was made in the 70s actually helps with the story. And it also, it helps in a lot of other factors, which I'm going to talk about, later on. But as far as the storyline, sorry about that, film edit, I meant to say rewatch factor. I really want to give it a 5. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have not seen the Muppet Movie. A lot of people, like myself, who was born in the 80s, the Muppets was kind of dying off. And, may have not, unless you were grandfathered into it, may not know the magic of the Muppets. So I give the rewatch factor a 3, with no discrimination to the Muppets. But I feel that's as high as I could really give it. So as far as the storyline, a Kentucky Fried Chicken knockoff wants Kermit the Frog to be the spokesperson for his restaurant, which is a French fried frog leg restaurant. That's half of the story. The other half of the story is Kermit is trying to get to Hollywood to try to become rich and famous. That's it. You know, all the things that happen are incidents that happen along the way. But those are the two main things. Kermit trying to get to Hollywood and Doc Hopper trying to get Kermit to do his commercials. That's it. That is the storyline. And another thing that I do not like that movies do, I hate when movies break the fourth wall, excuse me. It's annoying to me. It takes out of the charm of the movie. But for whatever reason, in this movie, it worked. But I feel because of the storyline, that the incidents that happen in the movie, the storyline, I have to give it a 2. Now, to turn all that around, I give characters a 4. Now, this is the thing about the Muppets that I always found interesting. How human beings interact with the Muppets. When, 60% of the Muppets are animals themselves. And the humans don't look at the Muppets like, why is there a frog riding a bicycle? You know, it's just everyday things. So I like that. Another thing is, although there was very little character development in this movie, each Muppet portrays a certain personality, and that personality is their character, and it's maintained through their whole entirety. That's why I like this movie. That's why I scored, characters so high, because it's the personalities of the Muppets themselves that drive the movie. So although storyline did get a lower score, characters make up for it. Second to last, without a doubt, we have appearance. Fozzie driving a car, Dr. Teeth driving a van, Rolf the dog playing the pianos, and, Kermit riding a bike, walking in cowboy boots, confronting someone in the middle of a fake OK Corral. Appearance gets a 5. I mean, this was 1979, and a Muppet is a polite way of saying puppet. I mean, this was fantastic. Big Bird is even seen walking down the street. You have to give credit where credit is due. The Muppet movie deserves a 5 for appearance, and I don't think there's any argument there. Last but not least, we have enjoyment. It's a 5. The fun factor meter is broken. This is an awesome movie. The songs you actually remember and you want to sing. My favorite song of the movie is at night when they're in the desert and Gonzo sings I'm going to go back there someday. That's my favorite song of the movie. I mean, you got Moving Right Along, you got Dr. Teeth's song, can you picture that? You have Moving Right Along, I don't remember if I just said that. Rainbow Connection, the Rainbow Connection remix. All the songs in this movie, you will know 90% of the words to the song. And if you don't know the words, you'll look it up or watch the movie another time and then you'll know the words. It's a fun movie. It's supposed to be fun. It has an all-star cast of up-and-coming actors at that time. You know what I'm saying? Orson Welles is even in the movie. I mean, come on. It's just spectacular. I've never heard anyone say the Muppet movie, the movie was lame. No way. We must not be watching the Muppet movie. So, hey. So with all that being said, with the rewatch factor being a 3, the storyline being a 2, the characters being a 4, the appearance being a 5, and the enjoyment being a 5, that equals a 19-point beat. But does the Muppet movie get into the big book of movies? You're damn right it does. This is one of my favorite movies. It is a childhood favorite, and I love it just as much as an adult that I do as a child. So, as far as I'm concerned, this chapter is now closed.